evening. If you're one of them unfortunate folks who don't know me, my name is Simon Westlake. I was just here thinking about that pair of oxen I sold in Winnipeg about a year back. My boss always says thinking suits me. Says I should try doing it more often. I don't know what he's trying to tell me. I do a whole lot of sitting and thinking. Well, except for the days I just spend sitting. What's that, boss? Yeah, I'll get to work when I get there. I tell you, my boss is something else. He's always worrying about something. Now he's busy worrying I don't want to work. I've been trying to tell him, boss, I don't mind work at all. I can stand around and watch people working all day long. Funny, he seems to get mad whenever I tell him that. Now, the way I figure it, this railway station's got a lot of people working here already. Why should I get worked up too? What's that? I told you I'll be right there. For Pete's sake, can't a man do a little visiting? See that? The boss is yelling at me now. It's sad to see a man get worked up like that, but that's what worrying does. It gets people revved up and anxious. And what does getting all revved up and anxious help people get anything fixed? Nope. Before you know it, people are even worrying about whether they're doing enough worrying or not. Then you really got something to worry about. Yeah, I guess it wouldn't hurt to get over there and help the boss fix all his wagon, though. Never know, if I show up for work, it might even cheer him up a little bit. But before I go over there, I should tell you about that time a few months back when I was in Winnipeg. Like I told you before, I'd sold my favorite pair of oxen about a year earlier, so I had to rustle up another team to take me back to Gladstone. I tell you, it was quite a rigmarole finding oxen in Winnipeg, but after searching the city, I finally found a pair of oxen that looked all right. I took a chance and we headed off down the trail. It was a nice sunny day to start off, but before I knew it, there was a whole lot of snowing and blowing. And that's just when that pair of oxen decided that they didn't want to keep going. Yep, they just stopped out there on the prairie and started munching their cud like they didn't have a care in the world. Well, you know, that's when I started yelling, just like my boss always does. Get a move on, Bessie. Come on now, get moving. You know, all that worrying I didn't do one thing to fix my trouble. No matter how much yelling I was doing, them stupid oxen just weren't walking. I tell you, it was cold as the dickens out there, and I was getting scared. No matter which way I looked, that whole prairie was just one big wall of white. I couldn't see anything. I was sure I was going to die out there in that blizzard, so I figured I better stop yelling and start doing some praying. Wouldn't you know it, that's just when them stupid oxen started moving. I didn't know what else to do, so I just put my head down and started following. Guess you could say I was walking in faith, hoping them stupid oxen knew where they were going, because I sure didn't. What was that? Look out there. Is that what I think it is? Didn't take me long before I could see something out there. Out there in the middle of that blowing snow, I could see a cabin taking shape. Believe me, as soon as I saw that cabin, I ran right on over and started banging on that cabin door. I tell you, old Tom Maloney was sure surprised to see me out in the blizzard like that. But he knew what needed to be done right off. As cold as it was, it didn't take long for us to put them oxen in the barn and get ourselves back inside the cabin, warming up our hands by the stove. Yeah, them were the good old days, I tell you. Anyway, next morning we open the door, and we don't see nothing out there on the prairie but a big blanket of snow. You couldn't even see the barn where we had put that pair of oxen for the night. So me and Tom started digging down where we figured that barn was. Well, after a good afternoon's work, we finally dug down far enough to find the roof of that barn. We cracked it open. Down there below us, we could see them two oxen standing there munching their cud just like nothing had ever happened. Yeah, them oxen still weren't worried one bit about what was going on around them. Guess you could say them stupid oxen were a whole lot smarter than I was. Anyway, that's when I started thinking. I checked the ears and markings of them two oxen real close. And wouldn't you know it, that there pair of oxen were the exact same pair of oxen I sold in Winnipeg about a year earlier. Back in springtime when I was worrying about having enough cash. That's how them two oxen knew how to find their way around the Gladstone area. That's how them two stupid oxen saved my hide. I guess it's like my cousin Jethro always says. Sometimes you can't rely on horse sense. Sometimes it'll be cattle that get you where you need to be going. What's that, boss? You got the wagon fixed? What was the problem? The nuts behind the wheel? Figures, that's usually where the problem is. Must have been a pretty easy fix for the boss to get it fixed that quick. See, what was there for that boss to be worrying and yelling about? What's that? Oh, if I don't get to work right now, you'll really give me something to worry about, will ya? Well, the boss says I better get back over there and get to work. And by the sound of it, he means business this time. So I better get going over there. Just remember, if you want to get out of the storms of life, sometimes you just got to put your head down and keep on taking one step after another. Worrying sure ain't going to help you. What's that? Don't worry, boss. I'll get to work tomorrow, first thing. Thank you.